iMath 20, we have 4, 3, number 3, we want to graph y equals 2 minus sine x. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with the graph of sine x. Let's make that a color. Let's do purple. We want to get pretty familiar with at least sine in general. So sine starts at 0, goes up, comes down, goes up, and we learned that one cycle was 2 pi. So the peak was at pi over 2, the 0 was at pi, the low peak, the valley, whatever we want to call it, would be 3 pi over 2, and then back at 0 at 2 pi. All right, and then what happens? So we took care of sine. Now we're going to have that reflection. So we're going to do y equals negative sine x. That's going to reflect about the x-axis. So it's going to look very, very similar. It's going to have all these same points, but it's going to be upside down. And that's negative sine x. And then the last transformation is the 2. This is telling me to go up 2. It's a vertical transformation. So right now we're going from -1 to 1. So the -1 is going to go up 2. So 0, 1. So this will be the bottom of my graph. And then we'll go up. The 1 will go up 2. So now 2, 3. So we're going to go from 1 to 3 rather than -1 to 2. So everything went up 2. So this is going to go up 2. So that's the bottom of my graph. The zeros are now at 2. Because basically the center, it was centered at 0. Now it's centered at 2. So it's going to go up 2. So we're just going to take that pink graph and go up 2. Yeah, I'm running out of space. All right, so we know that at the bottom of the graph, the valley will be at 1. It'll be centered at 2, and it'll peak at 3. We're using the reflected graph, the pink line. So it's the upside down version. We're going to go down, up, and come back. Pretend it's nice and symmetric. And again, that valley was at pi over 2. The 0, it's not really a 0 anymore because it goes through 2. But the previous 0 goes through pi. We have 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi. Hope this helps.